I followed Hamas for over 13 years. I've never imagined to myself that Hamas became monsters. I had interviewed Ismail Haniyeh, the head of the Hamas movement, many times. I met many of the Hamas leaders over the years. I've never imagined that they could do something that we can comparing to the Nazis, butchering, burning bodies, children, rapes, kidnapped children.
Shlomi Eldar, an Israeli author and documentary filmmaker who started covering Gaza in 1991, says Hamas was elected in 2006 in part in response to the perceived corruption of the Palestinian Authority and because of Hamas' welfare work with the people in the Gaza Strip. He says Hamas has since neglected its responsibilities to the people, instead diverting resources from civilians and opting for violence.
They took them back 20 or 25 years back and even more. And after this war, I don't know what will be in Gaza after this war, but I heard voices in Gaza now talking freely. What you've made for us, what you've done to us. And the first time that I think that I recognize the kind of demonstration against the Hamas movement.
He thinks the exceptional cruelty of the October 7 attack came about through a combination of factors. One of them is Yahya Sinwar, the Hamas leader in Gaza.
He was released in 2011, the prisoner exchange of Gilad Shalit, and Israel released him to Gaza. He's a cool man. I've heard many stories now because no one knows about him. He was arrested in 1989 because he butchered Palestinians. He suspected them they are collaborating with Israel, and he just tortured them and killed them.
The second factor, he says, is an education in violence.
The new generation, the young people, they were born or they were children when Hamas took power in Gaza Strip after the military coup. Maybe they were children 5, 6, 10 years old, and they grew up with incitement all the time. They've even been taught that the Israelis are not human beings.
Israel declared the end of Hamas as the main goal of its military campaign in Gaza.
We can defeat Hamas, but we can't eliminate them. I think that Hamas, it's an ideological movement. An ideological movement you can destroy.
Eldar says he also knows Palestinians in Gaza who mourn the loss of the possibility of a Palestinian state and a peaceful coexistence with Israel.
I have a friend in Gaza Strip that I'm calling him every day. He's now in Rafah, hiding from the war. And he told me I left my house in Jabalia refugee camp and I was crying. I didn't cry because I left my house, but because my dream is broken. We had a dream. We had a dream to build a state, to have a relationship with the Israelis. Now came Hamas and killed everything.
He says the recovery of Gaza may take decades, and he is not sure if the border with Israel will ever reopen. Natasha Mozgovaya, VOANews, Israel.